Well, great morning, everyone. Oh, so this morning I'm going to use this tiny deck. I got one so I can carry in my purse, and this is the Dilemma Tarot. It's quite a lovely little deck. But anyway, we'll just see what it has to say today. I'm not going to ask it anything specific, but just what's going on in the world of government and the craziness, the regime of insane. Yeah, the regime of insanity. So let's see what it's got to say about that. Now, I mean, we saw him at NATO in the absolute meltdown, the Iranian regime of Japan or something like that. I mean, that was, what the hey, what's this guy? I mean, he was absolutely nuts. They were asking about Zelensky, and he goes, yeah, President Putin, and Zelensky's over there looking at him like, you know. So, I mean, he is befuddled. Befuddled, that's all I can say. Nothing's connecting. Okay? Nothing was, what, did he not have his doctors with him to prop him up? Is that what happened? And you could see more of his display of just the, you know, the delusional thing that he's in, where he can't connect things any longer. But let's see what the cards have to say. So tell us what's going on. So let's see what the reading's about. It's about long-term consequences, reality, if you will. The long-term reality. See what the energy is coming into it. Yeah, an ending. The long-term reality with this is it's an ending coming up. Now, this is an interesting death card, isn't it? Kind of like it. So the long-term reality is about an endpoint that's moving in rapidly. Let's see what we have above it. The Five of Wands. So above it, we have the struggling, the ongoing fights, struggle about the long-term endings coming. The foundation is a Tower moment, okay? So things are imploding around him. There are more arguments, more things going on around him now as they see that this endpoint is rapidly coming. He can't hide it, especially when he's on a world stage. And now all of them are behind him talking about this man has absolutely lost his mind. Okay? So they're really more considering the 25th Amendment at this point, after this display he had in Turkey with NATO. But let's go forward and see what else the cards have to say. So what's going on now? What is the current energy going on with this? Six of Cups. So this is the thing about the Epstein stuff going on still. The past and the Epstein stuff. The challenge with all of this now is what's moving rapidly. Things coming more in motion, coming in quick succession. Above it, we have, again, trying to manipulate things, the Magician. The struggle they're having to continue to manipulate this. The foundation is, unfortunately for them, the Ten of Swords. This is reaching a peak Tower moment of this mentality, the truth, The reality of the situation is now coming down hard on them. Now, they asked him about Mitch McConnell's health. I don't know anything about it. Well, you know that he knows exactly what's going on with it, because he is worried about keeping every seat there is and continues to push the Save My Ass Act, and, which is not flying. It's not going to happen. So you know that he is right on wanting to know minute by minute what's happening, and to keep this on the QT that McConnell is brain dead. Okay? He's not coming back. So yet again, another manipulation they're trying to keep in place. So let's see what potential outcome is with this. It's about the wealth of information, or the concrete reality, the wealth of the concrete reality that's happening now. And let's see what the outside influence is with this. It's what's being shared, okay? What's being shared about the wealth of happenings when it comes to all of this. Above it, we have a message about an action. When it comes about their manipulations and the struggles going on behind the scenes. And the foundation with this is the Four of Swords, or sitting in reflection or mental retreat. Now, in Trump's case, the wealth of information, or the wealth of reality, if you will, the evidence, wealth of evidence being shared, is about a message about action, about his mental retreat. Okay? So Tower moment, the truth is coming down in a 10, okay, which is an end point and a new beginning, if you will, about his mental retreat, the stability or the lack thereof. 4 is about stability or lack thereof. In this case, it's the lack of his mind here, diminishing. And above it, there's the ongoing arguments about the manipulations and messages about actions. When it comes to the long term, energy coming into it is an end point. We've got the past, or the Epstein files, rapidly moving, a wealth of the evidence being shared as to what's going on. Now, again, you can't, they can't ignore what happened in Turkey, which he's calling Zelensky, President Putin. Ask President Putin, and the Iranian Republic of Japan, and he's not even on this planet any longer. So let's see what's driving the reading. First thing out is trying to stand guard. The 9 of Wands. In this case, this is someone that's concerned to see what's growing, what's coming out of this. And we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is the evidence in hand with what's going on. And that wheel is absolutely in motion and turning. When it comes to his mental stability, the King of Swords, that's rulership of the mind, and what he's blocking when it comes to the external world, what's actually going on. He is not seeing what's coming on. And he is, again, holding on to the 4 of Pentacles, the greed, what you're hanging on to, refusing to let go of. And I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see these better. That's better. Oh, cards. I can actually see them now. Of what he's carrying and what he's trying to get away with mentally, okay? So this is looking at what's there and the losses coming when it comes to him emotionally, the drama, the losses, the mind spin, okay, going forward. And again, his mental is just conflicted. He's surrounded by all of this stuff, the mental realm, and being tied up mentally. He is just not, when it comes to leadership, okay? The leadership is tied up mentally, and we're now looking at the harvest. That's what's there. And again, they're trying to stand guard, but all this stuff is coming towards them. And we're looking at time to maybe temper and bring in some balance. We're looking at the desires, the choices being made in life, the path being walked, what's being handed out. This new cup, the new overflowing cup coming out, what's being worked on, the actions in hand. The lid is off. We're seeing what's there. When it comes to his lack of compassion, empathy, etc., what's being hidden, what's gaining strength, when it comes to what's in motion, about control, the reality, the control, the messages about control. When it comes to Trump, the star, and the family, there is an agreement when it comes to what's up in the air about the White House and things being suspended or overturned within the dark side, the things done by the dark of night, and again his mental instability. And they're looking at where to go from here, where to put this. We've got the message coming out, more information or about this new things about the mental state, figuring out the next move, the light coming out about more of the burden of this. When it comes to the Republicans and this new concrete opening of reality, looking at experts for information about the gaslighting, about the drama they're trying to feed, looking for some justice when it comes to what's being offered up, what's being investigated when it comes to this abuse of power. There will be a new action based upon the truth of what they're juggling across the world, what's being constructed, what they're lacking in, okay? What's being birthed in America. When they come to looking at the dark side, the devil card, the dark drama, but there will be a victory when it comes to judgment, when it comes to democracy, controlling the actions, with about what's being pondered, with the ongoing pain, mental, physical pain, the nightmare, with what's coming in, with what they're trying to distance and walk away from, with the actions, charging forward with the actions with the lovers. So coming together with pushback about his ability to be in his position as president, and with confronting what's going on with their cover-up of Mitch McConnell's brain-dead position, of them trying to hold that seat open, the seat closed in Republican, because if they don't keep him on life support until August 3rd, they will have to have the election, and they're worried about Thomas Massey getting in that seat, okay, and just running roughshod over Trump and his sycophants, because he's got nothing to support them with anymore, okay? He's going out. So he has no problem with standing up to them and putting a fly in the ointment, if you will, when it comes to Trump and his activities and the things they continue to try to do. So outcome of this, charging forward, what's being blocked, and again, this concern, we have them charging forward, the mental realm, the truth, the mind, about what's being blocked, not seen, and what they're standing guard over. Okay? What's growing out of that, if you will. If you see him sitting there, he's got one thing planted that's starting to grow. So what's growing out of this? So on that note, I'll leave that here, and we'll see you online.